What's going on, guys? This is Yaz with Unreal Creative. In this video I will be showing you how to add a new dialogue choice story. So before we can do that, remember we have the setup for the linear story for Lola here. So we won't be able to do that right now. So what we need to do first is we need to go back to our blueprints and RPG DialogueForge component. And here we need to tell the blueprint that whenever we interact with NPC Lola, we need to run the NPC start game story. That's not the linear, the NPC game story. That's what we want. So let's go ahead and type that in real quick here. Game story. So after we're done that, we're gonna go ahead and hook that up real quick here. Let's see what happens when we hit play. Awesome, so now we are back to the old story real quick here. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna say my goodbyes indeed. So we gotta go back to our data tables here. And we need to look at what we have here. We have dialogue games lines, data, which is basically the NPC you're talking to. Like, these are gonna be his lines. And if we click on the dialogue player choice data, these are going to be the generated responses for our character, right? So we need to create one of each. We gotta create a dialogue game line structure, and we have to create a dialogue player dialogue choice structure. I'm going to create a new folder here real quick to try and keep organized here, and I'm going to name it YouTube. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to create the dialogue choice structure first for the player. Again, we go to miscellaneous and data table. Dialogue choice structure. Okay. Then, we can name this player. I'll call it YouTube player choices as an example. Save that, and then we will do the same thing for the dialogue game line structure. Okay, and then again, these are the lines the NPCs are going to be saying. So we're going to click OK, and then we can call this, for example, NPC lines. Save that. And this is very simple. We're going to start with the NPC lines. And we're going to create a new one. Again, just like before, row name 1. Speaker name, this is going to be the name of the NPC. I'm going to call it Lola. Text is going to be what they're going to be saying. Hello there. My name is Lola. And then we can assign an NPC picture here as well. So we can kind of go back here real quick, grab this one. Okay. And then the player response row name corresponds to our other sheet. This one, YouTube player choices. So as you can see, it's saying player response row name, and these are going to be our responses. So let's go ahead and add a new one here. Row name 1, player responses. So these are going to be the generated responses. One can be hello there, Lola. nice to see you. All right, great. We can assign as well a picture here. Of the player. Okay, and for the speaker name here, don't worry about typing anything down here, because as you can see, there's when the players are having the responses generated, there's no real space for speaker name, so I left that blank. So you don't have to worry about typing anything in here. NPC response next row name is the important part here, because when the player says, "Hello there, Lola, nice to meet you," and by the way, we can grab another one here and type in leave. You know, you want to give the player options, right? So, but if they were to click on the index 1 here, we want to have the same amount of indexes for player response. We want to have the same amount in the NPC response next row name section. So we have 0, 0, 1 here, and then 0, 1. So in the index 0 for NPC response next row name is basically what line after the player presses "Hello there, Lola, nice to meet you," what line are they going to be seeing next from the NPC, right? So NPC lines, I'm gonna add row name 2, and then they can say okay, bye. All right, so, oh, sorry, that needs to be in here, not in the speaker name. Speaker name is going to be Lola. Okay, and then the picture again. Forget which one I used. I think I used that one. There we go. And then the player responds row name again. So after she says, "Okay, bye," what is the player going to be generating? So in this case, I'm gonna add another one, name it 2, player response. I could just do a dot dot dot. And then leave the index 0 as none. I'm gonna save that, save this, and I gotta make sure I put in the row name here. So that's gonna be a 1. Not 1, 2, sorry about that, 2. Okay, and then we need to go back to our blueprint here, and where it says dialog choice, we gotta replace the data table for the game lines and for the player choices as well. So let's grab those real quick here. Player choices. Okay, those have been replaced. Now let's see what happens when I hit play. Okay guys, I got a little ahead of myself here. We forgot to add a few more things here in the lines and the player choices. So going back to the lines, of course the NPC says, "Hello there, my name is Lola." It says speaker name Lola, "Hello there, my name is Lola" message. But we need to make sure that the player response row name is filled out. That needs to say 1, because that corresponds to the player choices here that will generate the 1, the "Hello there, Lola, nice to meet you" message. So we need to make sure that that's filled out. as well as the player responses, right? So when the player says, "Hello there, Lola, nice to meet you," the index in the NPC response next row name needs to correspond to what is the NPC gonna say next, right? So index 0 to that will say, "Okay, bye." So, right, we're telling the system, okay, it's gonna be number 2, this is number 2, and it'll say, "Okay, bye." And then when it generates the "Okay, bye," we gotta tell the system as well. So it's kind of like it works like a ping pong, right? So it's like conversation for the player goes to from the player to the NPC, and then from the NPC to the player, right? So it's kind of like a real conversation would work. I talk first, then you say something, then I say something back. So again, row name 2, it should, player response row name should lead to 2, and number 2 says ... and the player response or the NPC response next row name, we have none because the NPC is not going to say anything back. And then don't forget to add the picture as well, and that's it. As soon as you do that, you hit play, talk to the NPC. You can see there, Lola, hello there, my name is Lola. Hello there, Lola, nice to meet you. You can click on that. You can leave. That was one of the options we had. But if you click on her again, you say, hello there, Lola, nice to meet you. She will respond saying, okay, bye. Kind of like how we did it. And then you have your ... And then you leave your conversation. And that is how you would fill out these documents and replace it with the existing ones. Well guys, I believe we have covered everything this package has to offer. We started with setting up the main character, we moved on to setting up both NPCs, or the NPC to support both the linear story and the choice dialogue, and we finished off with adding your own linear story and adding your own choice dialogue system. I hope that this series of tutorials will help you find your way around this dialogue system that I made, and I hope you like it. I hope it helps you with your game, and if you have any questions, leave those in the comments down below, and I will surely respond to every single one of them. I will also leave a link to our Discord. You can join there, and I will be more than happy to help you guys there too. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys in the next one.